Hey guys! Oh, I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. Welcome back to Vincent, the Secret of Myers, the third installment. Now, previously, we were left off on a very heartbreaking cliffhanger, and yeah, now we're off to wherever we left off. Yeah. Hey, look, it's the laugh that everyone sims for. Okay. I'm very prepared. I have a bowl of cereal next to me. Okay, chapter 3, I guess. Let's do this! I'm prepared. I'm very prepared. I don't know what... Enter name. Who are we going as again? Screw it, let's just go with Annie. Annie! Yay! Is my name Annie? Yeah. Welcome back, Annie. Oh no. Draco Edgeworth. From the first moment I saw him, I thought he somehow looked very similar to Vincent. But I had no idea that Vincent and him were really related by blood. Are they brothers? But what kind of person would make his own brother a butler? Are we really sure they're brothers? Annie, like you, I'm a person without a past. It wasn't that long ago that my life could only be described as empty, monotonous, and boring. But the revival of this one person changed everything around me. She helped me break free from the blank world and made me realize that nothing is more important than the present. She is very important to me. I can't lose her a second time. I'm still gonna be stumbling through dialogue, guys. I'm so sorry. Draco. What exactly did all that mean? ... I'ma just say I'm a lot braver than last time. I'm kind of more confident, you know? Draco! Draco! I banged on the gate again and again, but there was no response. Damn it. This can't be. There has to be a way! I groped along the nearby walls, but didn't find any switch to reopen the gate. Draco. I felt disheartened at how powerless I was. How he was right there, yet I couldn't help him. What the hell? Why is the gate locked? Wait, who is this? Is this... Huh? Suddenly, I was taken aback by the appearance of an odd-looking person from the other side of the door. Other side of the room. Before I could say anything, she ran around me and rushed to the gate. She got locked out. She was exploring too, and then she got locked out. She's like, oh no, I'm trapped here with this weird person. Oh no. Hey, let me out! She was yelling and banging, as if she was completely unaware of my presence. Hey, can you hear me? Hey! Oh no, I did. You know what? Might as well just save. After carrying on for a while, but earning no response, she finally decided to give up. She was breathing heavily when she turned around, staring straight at me with her bright, burning eyes. Huh? Was that you? Were you the one who locked me in here? She demanded. ... I might be in trouble. Uh-oh. Huh? Just when I thought... Just when I thought I had to come up with a plan to deal with her, her face looked as if she had suddenly realized something. Her eyes were still focused on me, but this time, she was looking me up and down. He looks at me, and I look at him. Have we met before? She suddenly asked. Huh? What? What did she say? ... Do we know her, too? Her very surprising comment left me speechless for a moment. It was not something I expected to hear from her. I... ... Calm down. Calm down. This is critical. I can't miss my chance. Uh-oh, is this another live or die session? In other words, I might be able to learn something about my past from her. But I need to be careful. I don't have any idea whether she's a friend or foe yet. And judging from how she acted, it seems that she's only had a casual acquaintance with me as well. It may not be the best idea to just start throwing questions at her about myself. More importantly, if I expose the fact that I lost my memory, things may only work against me. So the safest strategy right now would be to get information out of her in a less straightforward way. Oh, hi! It's been a while. Do you still remember me? I tried my best to stay calm and greeted her. ... She's just... she's processing. She's like processing like, Very suspicious. Very suspicious. She looked all over me again, and then her eyes rested on my face. I'm just imagining just her like close up to us, just leaning against leaning forward, like up to our face. You do seem kind of familiar. Let me see. ... Not really sure what voice to give her, so I'm just gonna do my best with her. Oh hey! Detective! She suddenly exclaimed with excitement. I remember now! I knew it! You were the one with that famous lawyer last time. As was expected of me, Salmona. I knew we've met before. Salmona! Wow! Oh my gosh. Salmona? Is that her name? But more importantly, did she just say I'm a detective? My brain felt as if it couldn't handle all the information I had just received at once. I never thought I would be a cop. You're under arrest. Was I involved in a case? Did something happen during my investigation that caused me to lose my memories? But wait a minute. She mentioned that I was with a famous lawyer. Could she possibly be referring to... But, detective... Salmona's voice interrupted my thoughts and dragged my mind back to reality. I'm curious. What brings you back to Myers Corporation this time? Back to Myers. Think. I need to come up with an answer. Like, sweat drip. Oh no. If I were a cop, there would only be one explanation for coming back here. I'm here to investigate the case of missing citizens over recent years and the truth behind the G4 cyborg incident. Huh? Uh-oh. Huh? Again? My god. The G4 Investigation Bureau is as useless as ever. Useless. ... She just goes Manly's famous quote. Useless. No, again! Ah, my gosh, I keep misclicking that. I'm just gonna stick with quick save now. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that from now on. Detective, then it looks like your last investigation with that lawyer didn't go so well. Why didn't you bring him along this time? A famous lawyer. Are you by any chance referring to Mr. Vincent Edgeworth? Of course! Who else can it be? ... Uh-oh. So it seems my speculation was correct. Vincent and I had indeed met before. And following this logic, it would make sense that I met Draco as well. I might explain this at the end, actually, or maybe not. I'll probably just leave that to spoilers and stuff. If that's the case, why would Vincent hide everything from me and pretend that he didn't know me? I told you, man, he's suspicious. He is very out. Server of Myers, I was right. He's suspicious. ... I suddenly remember the cyborg I saw at the mansion and how Vincent and Victor refused to explain anything about it. Myers had gone bankrupt years ago, but it is clear that someone is still using the abandoned site for some kind of experiments. Maybe... Hold up. Sorry, just had an internal burp there for a sec. Okay. Draco told me Myers Corporation had become a secret underground organization after that huge incident. But even if that's true, how can it explain the cyborg in Vincent's mansion? Could it be that, as a detective, I was actually investigating Vincent and not Myers Corporation? Uh-oh. If we go with that explanation, Vincent is most likely the person behind my memory loss. I feel like it is very obvious that we are some kind of detective, because look at how we're analyzing everything like all at once. There's some detective dialogue going on here. ... The more I thought about it, the more worried I became. But there's something that has especially been bothering me. Oh no. Oh no, that side portrait. If you had asked me what kind of person Vincent was, I would have answered, suspicious. Very suspicious. Very sus, we have to vote him out immediately. Let's eject him right away. Noble, elegant, and mysterious. His words, while exuding charm, could make you feel very uneasy at the same time. Oh wait, maybe if we... I'm like thinking now, if we had gone to the other way, it would have been like Victor is sus. Like this whole scene will probably be like a Victor version or something. Is he someone we should be suspicious of? Yes. Yes. No! Oh my god. Am I just not used to a mouse at all? Of course. There's no doubt about it. Knowing Winston was innocent, he single-handedly succeeded in proving that his entire experiment was the work of a single employee. How scary is this man? For him to be able to do something like that. What if this was all like a trick? Like, this whole plot, like, this whole speculation thingamajig is just tricking us to go, like, a certain direction. Nonetheless, when I met him at the mansion, I felt that there was a subtle connection between us that I couldn't explain. I'm well aware that I've lost all my memories. I have no idea about her past. I have no reason to draw such conclusions. But this feeling was particularly strong. It was as if the part of my brain that stored memories had disappeared, but the part that stored emotions was still intact. What if the plot is just tricking us to go that go in that direction. I have to learn about Vincent's past. It is vital for me to know. Zalmona, did you just come from the legal department? Huh? Yeah. Are you planning to go there? Yes. Can you take me there? It's simple. I'm sorry. That's not the best voice for her. Just go through the door right here, and you will reach the legal department. However, she pulled out a card from her pocket. Only by swiping this key card can you unlock this door. How did you get that? No comment, Miss Detective. You know, I haven't even yet dealt with you for locking us in here. ... But considering you're from the G4 Investigation Bureau, I can make a deal with you. Just like last time, you do me a favor, and I'll do you a favor. How's that? Last time? Really? Have you forgotten already? Last time you did me a little favor, and in exchange, I told you some secrets about Myers Corporation. Let's do the same this time. The truth is, I accidentally lost one of my belongings here. Again. If you can help me find it, then I'll give you this key card as a reward. ... Give me that! I need that! No! Before I agree to anything, tell me what exactly have you lost? Oh no. I think I know what it is. Oh! A round spherical object. ... Hey! What's that look all about? I know. It does sound kind of vague. But trust me, the moment you see it, you'll instantly realize. Aha! This must be what Zalmona is looking for. This time, I'll take your word for it. And this thing is something that you did indeed lose? Shush! Stop asking so many questions. We're making a deal here, not playing 20 questions, alright? What? Don't you want the key card, huh? ... Alright. Then are you sure you left a spherical object in this lab? No doubt about it. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in this lab. ... Draco told me both sides of the lobby would eventually lead us to the basement, where the secret chamber of the G4 Cyborg incident is located. In other words, not only will I be able to find a lot of clues there, but I could also get out of this place through the other side of the Myers lobby. At this moment, still nothing could be heard from the other side of the gate. Draco, I hope you're doing all fine over there. Please still be alive. Give a bang if you're still alive. I don't know what has happened to Draco. Draco! Will I ever get to see him again? ... Anyway, time for us to search for that spherical object. Objective: find Zalmona's item. Alright, let's look at these. What? The gate that connects Myers' lobby and the lab. I came in here from the other side. I can't hear anything from the other side. I don't know what has happened to Draco. Zalmona, is there really no way to reopen the gate from here? Huh? Why don't you find it? Why don't you find it for me then? As far as I know, only the front desk can control the gates on either side of the lobby. It's a feature of the Myers security system. And you know that because? With all due respect, the security system doesn't make much sense to me. I know, right? I have no clue what they were thinking either. Right now, the only possible way for us to get out of here is to reach the other side of Myers by taking the elevator from the basement and then go back to the lobby from there. Oh yeah, maybe it does. It connects. Yeah, it connects to the front desk somehow. I see. But it seems that my assumptions were not wrong. Okay, what's this vent here? Ventilation duct opening. Nothing special about it. Maybe we can get out of here by crawling out through this opening. I don't think it'll fit. You mean it won't fit you? Or me? I don't think it'll fit either of us. Huh? For real? ... How small do you think we are? A robotic arm. Nothing special about it. Hey, did you notice? Huh? Something's different about this robotic arm. Come take a look. You see this? This one has an extra circle engraved on it. Puzzle. You're right. Well, that's just a small detail. Does it really mean anything? What does this have then? Robotic arm, nothing special about it. What's here then? A boombox. It's Leo's boombox. Lottie, if you're watching this. I don't really feel like listening to the radio right now. A trophy. A trophy has a diamond shape engraved on it, but there isn't any text. Is there gonna be like some code, like circle, diamond? Detective, what do you think this trophy is for? I'm not sure. Maybe it's for Employee of the Month? Employee of the Month? Perhaps the winner gets a free ticket to the basement. Ha ha ha. Oh no, that is not something you want to joke about, man. Oh no. ... A jar. It's locked. Of course it's locked. Why, you think all doors are unlocked here? A cupboard under the jar. I opened it and took a look. There was nothing in it. By the way, every time she calls me detective, I kind of freak out because I'm an ID5 veteran. There was nothing in it. I tried the door handle. The door itself doesn't seem to be locked, but because of the fixture on top, I couldn't open it. Oh, what's behind door number? Oh no. Wait. That's a code. Contemporary art really is getting more and more pretentious. English is hard. Detective, what do you think these 4 art pieces mean? I think it's some kind of device. Some kind of device? Look here. There are 2 buttons under each piece. Oh? Let me try pressing one of them. Huh? The color of the art has changed. Then, what about pressing the other one? The shape changed this time. I understand now. I think we're supposed to match each shape with a corresponding color. It's not that difficult. We just need to try all the combinations, and we should be able to find the right answer. Yeah, if you want to stay here for the next 30 years. No, it's not as simple as that. Eh? We can change the shape of each art, but we can also change their colors. What it means is that not only do we need to match each shape with a color that corresponds to it, we also need to find a specific order of that art piece, perhaps by colors. Indeed. If that's the case, there'll be a lot more possible answers. Correct. It'll be very impractical to just try each of them one by one. Okay, so far we know that's a circle. The truth is, I've lost a round spherical object. Da-da-da. Only someone. Do we know anything here? The door to the legal department. I need to find Zelmona's item first. Oh shoot. So we know this is circle. Oh man. Don't worry guys, when Annie is quiet, she is thinking very hard. I slide open it. That's disappointing. It had a lock on it, so I thought there would certainly be goodies inside. You're not exactly wrong. Huh? What do you mean? Look here. The lock on this drawer has been pried open. You're right! Then it looks like someone has looted this place. Uh-oh. Whoever broke the lock must have taken the good stuff inside. Right. So we've clearly been here before, but maybe we're the ones who took the stuff? This boombox, is anything special about this boombox? Right now. All I feel like listening to is his background music. Is that a key? It's holding a key. Collected item, a key. Comment section, please don't. I apologize for my weird Zelmona voice. I am trying. I'm trying to match with that intro voice. I unlocked the drawer. What I find inside is a scalpel and a cassette tape. A cassette tape in a locked drawer? Detective, you know what this means, right? Collected items. Scalpel, cassette tape. I'm kind of worried about what the scalpel's gonna be used for. Or maybe it's for the vent. Who knows? I loaded the tape into the boombox and proceeded to press the play button. Sporadically, sounds started to come out from it one by one. On July 20, approximately 23 o'clock, minor explosions, prison area. The whereabouts, Myers researcher, sentenced to life, remain unknown. The voice coming out was very faint and indistinct. I could only make out a few vague words. What the hell is wrong with this boombox? I can't understand crap. Here, I'll fix it. No! No! You're gonna break it! No! Oh gosh! With that, Zelmona started begging on the boombox. No! Zelmona! Contain yourself! No! Zelmona! Wait! I tried to protect the boombox with my arms. Uh-oh. Wait. Flashback? Huh? Oh snap. Oh no. I'm holding my baby penguin for comfort right now. Oh, we touched the boombox. On July 20, 2081, at approximately 23 o'clock, several minor explosions occurred near the G4 Central Prison area, destroying part of the prison wall. The whereabouts of Winston Loomis, a former Myers researcher and the mastermind behind the G4 cyborg incident, who was sentenced to life in prison, remain unknown. The possibility that he died in the explosion cannot be ruled out until the site is cleared. On July 21, 2081, the police completed the cleanup of the explosion scene. They found a small number of bionic prosthetic fragments and some explosives, confirming that Winston had absconded. The fugitive is still at large, and the police have yet to find any information leading to his arrest. Uh-oh. Wait, what? My dear Vincent, tell me, this news doesn't happen to be connected to you in any way, does it? Did he cause the explosion? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. He's like, uh-oh. I have no knowledge of this. I've only just heard about the news as well. Sus. Oh, is that so? Then, would you mind explaining to me, uh-oh, he's gonna take out something, how this man is right here in your mansion? Uh-oh. He's like, sweat. Also, nice music. I just happened to run into Mr. Loomis on my way back. Lies! What an amazing twist of fate. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Loomis? He broke me out of prison. He kidnapped me from prison. He tied me up and threw me into his car. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Cough. Awkward silence. That's it? That's your intro voice? Just you coughing? Oh, quite the twist in fate indeed. My dear Vincent Edward, don't you know that Winston should be rotting in prison right now? What can I say? Sometimes I don't pay much attention to such minuscule details. Not paying attention? You can't be serious. Have you forgotten that you were the one who put Winston in prison? Vincent, look me in the eyes. Oh shoot. I just hit my laptop. You might have always been good at lying to other people, but we both know very well that you could never do it in front of me. He knows you very well. He knows when you're lying. You've always been like that, and this is no exception. You've been caught. You've been caught, sir. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been looking you in the eyes this whole time. No, you haven't. You've been looking at the screen, at our player, watching this. I have. You haven't. I have. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. And he looks at me, and I look at him. Dot 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 dot. More dots. More dotty dots. You know, my friend, I would always support you no matter what choice you make. And I always have, ever since we met each other in college. But all of this is just pure madness. I understand. What Myers did to you is absolutely unforgivable. But do you realize that there's no turning back to the path you're going? The moment you choose revenge, you are no longer different from your enemies. Vincent Edward, it is already a miracle that you survived from that disaster. You could still achieve so much in your future. Do you really want to be at war with Myers forever? Do you really think you can take on the entire Myers Corporation on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You're just sacrificing your life for nothing. Oh my gosh. Then join me, Victor. What? Then join me. I need you. I may look like an idiot who's in over his head to you, but I just no longer wish to be pushed around. Do you really think Myers is going to let me go after all of that? If I choose to do nothing now, I will definitely be dead sooner or later. But if I succeed in mastering this technology, I can become the one in charge. I can become better than Myers. You are right, Victor. I can't do that on my own. I need the mind of Winston Loomis. But beyond that, I need another man. Someone I know I can trust. Someone I know I can trust with my life too. Vincent, have you gone mad? Don't you realize who I am? Do you understand how dangerous a decision like this is? I believe the world is in equilibrium. A dynamic equilibrium. And eventually, you will realize that good and evil are but two changing rhythms. I trust you, Victor, and I'm sure we can find the equilibrium that's just right. That's right. How could I forget? Vincent Edgeworth never regrets his choice. But it's been a long time since I've seen you like that. It's going to be an incredibly long and difficult path. But this time, Vincent Edgeworth, I am willing to walk alongside you. Thank you, Victor. What did you say? I couldn't hear you. I said, thank you. He interrupted their conversation, their very sweet conversation. Oh look, we almost forgot. Mr. Loomis has been here the whole time. Looks like he's heard everything we've been saying. Speaking of which, what are you planning to do with this fellow? You'll put him to work. Start working. Perhaps we can throw him back in prison. Oh ho ho. What's the matter, my dear Vincent? What's that embarrassed look on your face? Victor, that's enough. By the way, I actually got a surprise for you. And these are? Some items I brought back from Winston's lab. I secretly opened one of the drawers there when no one was around. Dang, Simona must be bored at this point. He's like, hey, are you okay there, bud? You've been staring at this boombox for a while now. We're just crying in real life, just in other words, you've known this whole time that Winston's escape from prison was my work? Well, you could say so. Edgeworth, why don't you take a moment and look through these? And as for Mr. Loomis, just leave... And as for Mr. Loomis, just leave him to me for the moment. Why did the music change? Huh? Victor Blake. He intimidates me sometimes. Oh, are we looking through his thoughts now? He could read my mind without any difficulty, and could even go as far as to anticipate my every move. He never needed Myers' mechanical prosthesis to be a superhuman. He already is one. Sometimes I can't help but wonder, if I hadn't become friends with him back in college, if I never had him next to me when I needed him, how different would things be now? Where would I possibly be at this moment? I'd rather not think about it. Time is running out. I need to carefully examine all the items Victor has brought back. Okay, but oh no, that's the way out. So let's look. This triangle. A leather notebook. The cover is engraved with a triangle. Every page of the notebook is filled with details of each day's experiments in neat handwriting. There is no doubt that this was Winston's research journal. February 15, 2080, sunny. Subject number 5 exhibited very severe rejection, accompanied by a significant mental decline. The subject exhibited multiple symptoms of discomfort, including convulsions, screaming, and banging on the containment unit. Subjects number 1 and number 3 are currently stable and have not exhibited any signs of rejection. April 10, 2080, sunny. Subject number 5's mental condition deteriorated further, and a portion of the epidermis on the torso showed signs of decay. The subject made several attempts to destroy the containment unit and still showed no signs of improvement after food intake. Subjects number 1 and number 3 are currently in a stable condition, with no rejection observed at this time. July 1, 2080, cloudy. Subject number 5's physical condition has deteriorated to the point where only 30% of the body's surface still has skin. If this subject continues to fail to demonstrate successful mechanization, we will remove its memory core. Oh no, that doesn't sound too good. Subject number 3 is otherwise in a good condition, but with an abnormal refusal to take food today. Subject number 1 is currently in a stable condition, with no rejection observed at this time. December 20, 2080. Subject number 5's memory core has been successfully dismantled, and the subject is temporarily sealed in its containment unit. We will dismember it at a later date and dispose of its body parts in the wastewater pool outside the G4 district. Subjects number 1 and number 3 are currently in a stable condition and no rejection is observed. January 12, 2080, sunny. Today, subject number 1 suddenly became unstable and violent, and attempted to attack several researchers. The subject stabilized after the removal of the memory core and is now temporarily sealed in its containment unit. Subject number 3 remains stable at this time, but has yet to show any evidence of successful psychic linking? Dot. Oh no. Memory core, is it? Huh. Oh no. That sounds bad. A fountain pen. The whole surface of the barrel is smooth, but only one side has a square engraved on it, which seems out of place. You and your shapes and squares and circles. So we got circle, diamond, triangle, and square. We could try that out, I guess. Oh, great. Poker cards. The poker cards from the G4 district are a bit different from the more prevalent version. The more prevalent version originated from the G3 district, with 4 suits: spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds. The fandom's gonna use these from now on. I can tell you. You guys are gonna make like a whole set of these, aren't you? On the other hand, the G4 version has a nature theme, with the 4 suits replaced by fire, trees, water droplets, and the moon. There have been many theories as to why this is, but there is still no definite answer. However, it is quite ironic in my opinion, because the culture and purpose of G4 has nothing to do with nature at all. Mechanics? But more importantly, why would Winston Loomis bring a deck of cards to Myers Corporation, and specifically these 4? Maybe I should take a picture of this? Every employee should know that it is strictly forbidden to carry non-work related items, let alone playing cards. What's even stranger is, these 4 cards happen to contain all 4 suits, and the numbers just happen to be from 8 to 4 as well. Huh? Obviously, there is some kind of hint that Winston was giving himself. It is some kind of code. Oh no, do we have to remember this? Oh no. Just like the last episode, I'm not gonna have great memory. Especially mixed martini. It has become more than just a mere pleasure of taste for me. It is now a necessity of life. And we all know why. Comment section all knows why exactly. Okay, so I think we're ready to go back. The boombox Victor brought in. I don't know what he was thinking. He just brought in a boombox. He was like, yeah, why not? However, or no, the news actually, never mind. However, news of Winston's escape is now widespread throughout the G4 district. This is not what I desired, but unfortunately, it is inevitable. Back to the present. We're going back to the future. Was that Vincent's memory that I just saw? Hey! Are you alright? How long have you been standing there? Huh? I'm fine. Come to think of it, I don't think she knows I had the ability to read memories yet. You scared the crap out of me. You suddenly went expressionist and weren't moving an inch. You didn't even respond to me. Sorry that I made you worry. I feel much better now. By the way, I seem to have worked out what the news record on the tape was about. Oh really? Let's hear it. What is it about? It's about Vincent Loomis escaping from prison. That one innocent employee that was framed by Myers. Oh, I remember that. From what I've heard, no one knows where that guy is to this day. But detective, you got to watch out. I wouldn't have called him innocent if I were you. Huh? Why do you say so? It is indeed true that most rumors described him as an innocent employee who was framed by Myers Corporation. And I guess they are right to some extent. The experiments on the cyborgs were not the work of Winston alone. In fact, every core member of Myers Corporation was aware of the existence of the project. But together, they chose to frame that poor researcher so as not to be implicated themselves. And you know all this because... yeah, they used him as a scapegoat. However, what many people forget to mention is... Vincent was indeed one of the researchers involved in the experiment. Speaking of which, Detective, you wanna know a fun fact? Vincent actually used to work right here in this lab. ... I see. So Winston wasn't innocent after all. However, he was framed by other members of Myers Corporation to take the blame for the whole experiment. And in July 2081, he managed to escape from prison with Vincent's help. Vincent mentioned that he needed Vincent's knowledge, but also Victor's help to master a certain technology. On one hand, he wanted to use his technology to protect himself. On the other, he wanted to seek out his revenge on Myers. As to what kind of technology that is, I can make a good guess, but I still need to confirm my suspicion. Does it have something to do with memories? In any case, let us continue the investigation. Okay, so oh my gosh, I'm very tired today. So my brain's kind of like not functioning as much as I wanted to. So circle. Oh wait. So warning: the device will unlock automatically after entering the correct answer. Okay, let's see here. How does this work? Oh, so that changes color. This changes the shape, right? So circle. So, uh, the trophy was yellow. So let's try this. The book was. The book had The book no. The book was green. It had a triangle. Unless these two are reversed or something. No, that's not it. Oh my gosh, I got scared for a second. Oh my gosh. It worked. I can't believe it. You're incredible. Oh great. What did that unlock? I have solved the puzzle, but what did that do? Oh wait. Did it unlock this? Yeah. We done it, boys. I was overthinking that too much. The room behind the door was much darker. My eyes had a hard time adjusting to the sudden darkness. What was that? I just stepped on some kind of wet, sticky substance. I bent down and tried to reach for it, but my arm was nicked by something sharp. Ouch! Are these shards of glass? That was when I suddenly realized that there was a huge glass chamber standing in front of me. And inside it was... Well, that's disturbing. That's an interesting looking cyborg. Also, why is there a devil symbol on the screen? Flashing on the screen. Huh? Get back! Get back! Oh, dang. Thank God. It looks like that thing is dead. Look there! Someone's in there! Huh? Someone's in that glass chamber in the middle. Oh, that's probably just a cyborg too. That don't look like a cyborg to me. A cyborg? But they look as if they are... Detective, didn't you know? There are many kinds of cyborg. Many kinds? What do you mean? I'm not really an expert myself, but let me just read this part out for you. With that, Zalmona took out a journal from her pocket. Are there like clone cyborgs? Due to different bodies' varying ability to withstand semi-mechanization, the phenomenon of intellectual polarization often appears in each batch of experimental subjects. Subjects that are able to withstand mechanization generally retain human facial features, and with their newly modified bodies, they exhibit superhuman abilities superior to those of ordinary humans. Is that what Myers is trying to accomplish? Or something? I don't know. On the other hand, subjects that failed to successfully withstand mechanization exhibited severe intellectual degradation, thus making them behave like wild beasts. At the same time, the bodies of these failed subjects will exhibit an obvious rejection of mechanization, resulting in them often giving the impression that they are falling apart. We refer to these cyborgs that have lost their intelligence as husks. It is worth noting, however, that some of the experimental subjects seem to require acclimation period. That is, their bodies exhibit repulsion similar to that of a husk when they first undergo mechanization. But as long as they are fed regularly and are given ample time, eventually their bodies will be able to successfully accept the modifications they are given. Thus, after each batch of experimental subjects have been modified, we tend to leave them in the secret chamber for a period of observation. If, after that time, the subject still does not demonstrate signs of successful mechanization, we will then dismember it and dump its body parts in the wastewater pool outside the G4 district. We're gonna have a very crappy sewer system after this. The above was recorded in an experiment journal I found here at this corporation. In other words, there are two kinds of cyborgs. The first kind looks like a monster because its body could not withstand mechanization, and the other is able to retain its intelligence and look exactly like a normal person because it has been successfully transformed? Yes, but not only that. Pay attention to this next part. Since often only a small number of subjects possess the ability to withstand mechanization, we often have to dismember and discard most of the cyborgs in the chamber. And this is definitely very costly and burdensome for us. Therefore, thanks to the tireless efforts of several researchers, we have successfully developed a method to create new types of cyborg through genetic cloning technology. Uh-oh. Is this gonna tie with the theory we had about our MC being like a cyborg? As a result, we no longer need to research for the minority that can withstand mechanization in batch after batch of experimental subjects. All we need to do is to extract the genes of the subjects that have been successfully modified, and then we can produce them again. Nonetheless, since these new cyborgs do not possess any memory, we need to install a memory core inside them. Uh-oh. Oh no, what if the memories we've been having don't... What if the memory flashbacks we've been having never happened? Or maybe they did, I don't know. Giving them memories that do not exist, thus giving them a unique personality. These memories can be extracted from any existing employee to achieve the desired personality. Oh my gosh. So, maybe we are some kind of clone? In other words, there are cyborgs that are not directly modified from human beings, but are created through genetic cloning technology. But it's hard to tell them apart just by looking at them. ... You mean it is possible that there are cyborgs lurking around that look just like us, ordinary humans? Yes, in a matter of speaking. That's what Victor was saying in like that last part when he was talking about like the G4 cyborg incident. Like, what if they're like, rumor has it the spirits of the victims are still roaming around? That could just tie to that. Frick. We have another code. Hello, sir. A cyborg. Thank goodness it's dead. Interesting color scheme. A blackboard. There is a lot of diagrams and text marked on it. Wait. Oh man. More puzzles. Detective, you see the string of numbers in the upper right corner? 1 equals 001, 2 equals 010, 7 equals 111. We probably have to remember that. So let's see. Let me just take note of that real quick. Is this decimal to binary conversion? Correct. The binary neural system is widely used in computing technology to represent numbers with just two symbols, 0 and 1. For example, in binary 110 means 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1... Wait, no. Wait, 0 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 times 2, which is 6 in decimal. And 111 means 1 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 2 times 2, which is 7 in decimal. I see. In other words, we need to find the corresponding experimental subject number in binary. Okay, so... a glass chamber. In it stands a cyborg that looks just like a human being. This gives me the creeps. So wait. Number... Gee, I wonder what the first one is. One something? Wait. No, I think we're done there. We just... Oh, dang. Command received. Draining the containment unit for subject number 3. Uh-oh. Oh no. What did I do? Did I do something? Oh my gosh! I have no words. The already stifling atmospheres intensify as we caught the first glimpse of what was inside the glass chamber. Simona was horrified at first, but her expression quickly changed to worry. But it was as if we had mutually agreed not to say anything to each other beforehand. We just stood in silence. I could sense Simona staring straight at me. But at that moment, I was completely focused on the cyborg in front of me. Let's do this then. Okay. I am... Oh my gosh. Use the scalpel on her? Oh my gosh. I took the scalpel that Zomona handed to me and started making deep cuts into the cyborg's body. Again and again and again. I feel so bad for you. Oh my gosh. I felt emotions that I had never felt before welling up inside me. But all Zamona did was just stare. She didn't utter a word. Before I realized it, the cyborg's chest was shredded to pieces. And revealed beneath her skin was a peculiar spherical device. I grabbed the spear with my bare hand and pulled it out. This is what you wanted, right? The cyborg's memory core? Yes. I handed it to Salmono with my blood-soaked hand. Let's get the hell out of here. I can't stand it in here anymore. We are just lost for words. Detective, are you alright? I'm just gonna say right now, that scene was really well done. Like, it didn't need any dialogue at all. Just that shock. Just to show how shocked we are. Detective, are you alright? Detective? Stop calling me detective! You don't even know who I am! You saw it too. That cyborg we just saw. She looked exactly like me! I don't even know who you are, Zelmona. I don't remember anything at all. I thought coming here would find me the answers I wanted. But no, I just feel completely lost. I could be someone who doesn't even exist. Just love a million other identical cyborgs. Draco was right all along. I shouldn't even be here to begin with. Even with my sudden breakdown, Salmona didn't show 1 ounce of anger with me. After a moment of silence, she started to speak. You feel that the truth you seek is meaningless now, don't you? You've lost all hope, because you're worried that you are merely a replica. But you shouldn't let your past define you. You're right. There's no way to be certain if you are or aren't the detective I met. But whoever each of us is up to us. The moment you open your eyes, you're who you are, and not anyone else. So what if there's someone else, somewhere in the world, who looks exactly like you? It's each of our own unique experiences that make up who we are, isn't it? At this moment, only you and I are standing here. This experience belongs just to us, and no one else. What motivates each of us to go on with our lives is the countless exciting possibilities that lie in store. And in the near future, you're bound to meet new people and make new friends. And maybe they will become your new family. People who are willing to sacrifice their lives for you. People who would sacrifice their lives for me? Salmona's words were somehow reassuring. It was very different from how I had imagined her to be. I never thought I would hear such words from you. Haha, probably something I picked up during my previous profession. Huh? Don't worry too much about it. It's irrelevant now. Anyway, thanks a lot for your help. You have no idea how important this device is to me. What? What exactly you need of? Salmona, why do you need the cyborg's memory core? It's a long story. You said you've lost all your memories. But seeing that you've found your way into Myers, I think it's safe to assume that you've heard the urban legends about the G4 district. G4 district's urban legend? Do you mean the infamous G4 cyborg incident? Close. I'm thinking particularly about the end of that legend. See? It just sounds something like this. To this day, people still mysteriously vanish in the G4 district. Rumor says that the spirits of the victims from the experiment are still wandering the streets, taking the lives of those unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. See, I pointed that out earlier. Ah, I remember. Right? And you don't need me to tell you that ghosts don't exist. These recent disappearances in the G4 district are a deliberate work of a certain someone as well. Are you suggesting that Myers Corporation is behind these recent disappearances as well? The Myers Corporation that is continuing operations covertly? Yeah, something like that. But here's the thing. A lot of details about these cases are different from the original G4 Cyborg incident. In the G4 Cyborg incident, Myers Corporation turned their own employees into cyborgs and kidnapped ordinary citizens to use as cattle feed. But most of the people who go missing nowadays aren't ordinary citizens. It's people who either had a history with Myers or who were former employees of Myers. Did Myers Corporation turn them into cyborgs as well? Or were they just used as cattle feed? If they were all somehow once associated with Myers, it makes sense that Myers would simply want them gone. Precisely. But many people believe that this series of disappearances is the work of just one person. A dangerous criminal who is extremely careful, so much so that they've never left a single fingerprint behind, or a clue as to what really happened to the victims. And this person is known as the most wanted criminal in the G4 district. As for how they are connected to Myers, no one is really sure, but there is one person who has seen them that is still alive. Only one person? Who is that? That person is me. Yes, the most wanted criminal in the G4 district messed up once, and I was there when it happened. It was a dark and windy night. I had just gone back to my apartment building and was about to go inside my apartment to relax. But as I was walking past an apartment on the same floor, the power went out. The hallway was enveloped in a complete darkness. I couldn't see anything around me. Oh gosh. Just then, I heard blood-curdling screams accompanied with what sounded like flesh being torn off from the bone from the apartment next to me. Oh gosh. A person rushed out of the apartment and brushed past me. They were in such a panic that I wasn't even sure if they noticed my presence. Oh my gosh. Shortly afterwards, the power came back on, but that person was long gone. And the hallway that had been spotless beforehand was completely different after the power was restored. The walls and floor were painted red with blood, and the apartment store, which had previously been closed, was half ajar. This is serious! Without thinking much, I pushed open the door of the apartment to check in on my neighbor. And what I saw before me was the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. A man on the floor, his body shredded to bits. The room was strewn with pieces of his body and entrails. But that wasn't even the worst part. The scariest thing was, even though his head was completely detached from his body, his mouth was still opening and closing, as if he was desperately trying to catch his breath. Hey! Hey! Hang in there! I'll call an ambulance right away! I impulsively rushed to help him, even though I knew very well that it was much too late. Just then, some of the neighbors had heard the scream and rushed over, but my attempts to help the victim were misunderstood. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Murderer! She's a murderer! Oh no. Grab her! Don't let her get away! Wait! I can explain! Oh my gosh. But it was too late for me to say anything. And then? What happened after that? After that, as embarrassing as it sounds, I became G4's most wanted criminal. Although I've managed to escape from the G4 police, it's getting so much harder finding a new apartment these days. Dang, we really need a new law enforcement system. But please believe me. I really wasn't the one who killed him. I wouldn't even hurt a fly. Really? I believe you, Salmona. But then, you didn't actually get a good look at him either. You're right. The corridor was completely dark when I met him. I didn't get to see what he looked like either. If that's the case, how can you be so sure that the killer is the same person who was responsible for the recent series of disappearances in G4? Honestly, I can't. But I later learned that the victim, my neighbor, was Dr. Richard Annie&Nene, a former employee of Myers. And, as always, the police found no fingerprints from any suspects at the scene. Of course, except for mine. That's too much of a coincidence, don't you think? So my guess is, the killer was originally going to kidnap Dr. Annie&Nene and murder him somewhere else. But for some reason, he screwed up that time. So he killed Dr. Annie&Nene in a hurry and ran away. And what's even more interesting is, the way Dr. Annie&Nene was murdered was very similar to how the core members were killed in the G4 Cyborg incident. They were all ripped to pieces. So it's possible that this is the same person who got away with killing the core members. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna say anything. Just so you guys know, I'm not gonna say anything. Then the reason you were looking for the cyborg's memory core is... Yes, as I was saying, many of the victims of the recent unexplained disappearances have some connection to Myers. It's hard not to conclude that the murderer also has a very close relationship with Myers. And each of the cyborgs that Myers produces through cloning will have a memory core. Each device stores certain memories, giving the cyborgs the personalities they would lack otherwise. Most of these memories are extracted from Myers' employees. I understand now. You want to find the real murderer by reading the memories in each memory core, thus proving your innocence. Exactly. Not just for my own sake, but also for the safety of the G4 district. You're a good person. I like you. I will keep searching until I find the truth, even if it's Myers Corporation who's behind all this. Alright, that's all I have to say. Anyway, thanks again for helping me out. Go ahead and take this key card. I'm nervous now. I'm kinda nervous now. I took the key card to the legal department that Salmona handed to me. But, are you still going to continue your investigation? You know, if you want to get out of here with me right now, that wouldn't be impossible. Huh? But, isn't the gate to the lobby closed? I know, but the truth is, I accidentally forgot about this. We could have gotten out of here a long time ago. Salmona took a watch out of her pocket. A watch? Oh, darling, this watch is more than meets the eyes. It was originally a gift from an old friend of mine, but I have made a few modifications to it. Just by wearing it, I can teleport myself anywhere. Wait, what? Wait, what? How did you forget something this important? We could have been out of here a long time ago. Listen, I spent like so long doing puzzles for no reason. But the downside is... Oh shoot, I forgot to quick save again. Shoot. I'm sorry guys, I got so focused on the story I forgot about saving. But the downside is... it can teleport me anywhere. What do you mean? As in... I can't decide where we'll be teleported to. We could go all the way to G1 district if... we could end up all the way in G1 district. For all we know. Useless. Very useless. I was once teleported inside a men's bathhouse. Incredibly embarrassing situation. But hey, there's risk with anything. Wouldn't you agree? One person in the server of Myers had like a theory about Dino one time. About him being able to teleport. So, are you gonna come with me? Let's get the hell out of here. I swear, if we end up in like G1 district, we end up all the way in the other side of the continent. Like, hey, this isn't where we needed to be. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry, Salmona. I can't leave just yet. There's this person that, even though I can't remember how we're connected or why, he was willing to risk his life for me. And that person is currently trapped in the Myers lobby. I'm worried about him. I see. Do you want me to come with you? No, Salmona. That'll be too dangerous. This is all my fault. I should never have come here. I can't get another one of my friends involved. I don't want to see them get hurt. I understand. If that's the case, promise me that you will take care of yourself. I hope we can meet again someday. Maybe then, you'll be able to tell me your real name. I hope so. I'll see you later, miss. When you get your memories back, be sure to tell me all the stories about your past, alright? Of course. Goodbye, Salmona. Huh? She's gone. I wonder where she'll be teleported to this time. Well then, it's time for me to push forward as well. Next stop, the legal department. I'm ready. I'm ready. I have food this time. My bowl of cereal. Investigation completed. Successfully located the cyborg's memory core. No, this is really interesting. Oh, where the frick are we? Here we are, the legal department. It's hard to believe that Vincent used to work here. Huh? Wait a second. In the distance, is that an elevator? Someone had told me the only way to get back to the Myers lobby now is to take the elevator to the basement and then return there from the other side. So it seems that this is what she was talking about. However, I've come a long way. Shouldn't I investigate this place first? But what's the point? I have now long lost the confidence I had when I was confronting Draco in the Myers lobby. I'm not sure if I want to know the truth anymore. You have to realize, losing your memories could also be a blessing. Countless people are imprisoned by their own memories. They try their best to let go, yet cling to them at the same time. But you, on the other hand, are given a second chance. Isn't that wonderful? I'll be honest, even I am getting a bit jealous. How did you end up here? Annie, I regret to inform you that I don't know either. The truth is, my brother was the one who heard peculiar knocking sounds on the door last night. When he went to open it, he saw you face down on the stairs, unconscious. Your seemingly commendable courage is nothing more than ignorance wrapped up in a pretty package. You have absolutely no clue what you're about to face. Do you really believe that you can face up to all the dangers that are coming your way. Do you really believe that you can accept the truth that will be revealed? Vincent, Victor, and Draco. How many lies are there all around me? Why is it like that? Why is everyone lying to me? Ever since I woke up in the mansion, I've been deceived again and again. Why? Why are all of you lying to me? What am I doing? I don't have time to think about that right now. Since I'm already here, I might as well take a little look around first. I started to briefly read through some of the documents I found. These documents from the legal department. I really don't understand them at all. Huh? Hold on a second. The nameplate on this table. Vincent Edward. Chief Legal Officer. So, then, this used to be... Vincent's office table? Read me. And there's a glove. Wait a second. On the table was a note and a glove. The note looked brand new, and therefore seemed out of place compared to the rest of the files here. Wait a second. Someone could have just recently left it here. Was Simona the one who put it here? What language is this? Dean, no. I picked up the note from the desk. All I see is a bunch of Dean notes. Dear my lovely Annie, how are you doing? Haha, I'm just joking. Of course I know you're not doing well, because you've lost all your memories. Monsieur M? Is this you? So, do you want to get all your memories back? I know you do. In that case, I have left you a small gift. I'm sure it will help a lot in getting back what you want. An old friend who wishes to remain anonymous. A gift for me? Is it that glove? It must be referring to the glove next to it. What is this glove for? I'm worried. For some reason, I was blasted with a wave of anxiety. Objective. Put on the glove. Oh no. Oh no, I'm scared. Should I put on the glove? Yes. No. It fits. Like a glove. I'm sorry. The glove fits my hand perfectly. Huh? Are we gonna get an actual memory this time? Do you remember who you are? What the heck? Do you still remember your purpose? A bunch of all hail Myers. We all miss you so much. Oh no. Hurry up and come back home. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, hello. Welcome to Myers Corporation. How does it feel to be alive? Pretty good, huh? I know you're still a little confused right now, but that's okay. I assure you that you will soon get used to it. Oh? You're asking what your mission is? My dear, patience. We'll get to that. Where should I start? Oh! You know, I have this old friend who's a little mad at me. A little mad that he wants to murder me and destroy my company, Vincent. So, he has made a weapon. A very deadly weapon. We don't know what that weapon is. But a little birdie told me it's something to do with other people's memories. Ah, pretty frightening, right? Maybe we were sent to his mansion and then he altered something in us. So, here's what I need you to do. Oh, my apologies. I hope this is about my delivery. Pizza delivery. Hello? Oh, already? That's awesome. But unfortunately, I am not at home right now, my friend. Yes, just leave the package at the door. Yes, the entire uniform. Alright, that's great. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Where was I again? That's right. I need you to locate his weapon and then destroy it. And while you're at it, try to figure out what kind of experiments this guy is up to. And your code name will be... Oh my gosh. Huh? A sudden, tremendous shudder from the legal department snapped me back to reality. What just happened? Huh? Suddenly, a man flew through the wall connecting to the laboratory to the legal department as if he was thrown by something with full force. Quick save. He was slammed into the wall at the other end of the department and then fell to the floor. Is that... Draco? Because of the massive impact, Draco had lost his consciousness. Oh no, the pain is here. What followed was an inhuman roar from the lab. I could hear the monster's approaching steps. Draco! Draco! I shook Draco violently, but he didn't respond. Draco, wake up! Damn it. What should I do? The basement! Quick! I dashed to the elevator and punched the button. Hurry, please be quick. Gee. Hurry, get in! I hurried and dragged Draco into the elevator, then pressed the button to close the door. Oh, thank God. I could still feel my heart pounding. That monster doesn't seem to be pursuing us. I think we're safe for now. What exactly was that thing? Annie. Draco? Oh my gosh, no. Oh my gosh. Let me wipe that off. Let me wipe that. I'm sorry, Annie. I couldn't stop him. Slowly, Draco stood up. He sounded very weak. Draco, are you okay? No need to worry about me. It's just a few scratches. 'Tis but a flesh wound. ... Stop acting like a hero at a time like this. We just triggered a flashback, didn't we? Draco froze in the face of my emotional outburst. At that moment, we were just looking at each other and stuck in silence. We just triggered a memory, didn't we? Draco, are you serious? Stop it with the act! You have been saying strange, incomprehensible bullcrap ever since we met in the lobby. You're badly hurt, yet you're making light of it. You're really starting to piss me off. I don't give a damn about how cool you are. And at this point, I really don't care how many lies you've told me. But I do know that what I'm worried about now is you. You. reminded me of that time. Draco's face broke and began to show deep sorrow, a sadness that I would never expect to see from him. That time? Annie, I'm sorry. If only I had told you the truth earlier, maybe things wouldn't be the way they are. Draco, there are times when I ask myself, can we go back in time? But for you, our past is long gone. We can go back! We will! That's all we're here for, isn't it? To search for our past, the past we shared. Even if I've completely forgotten you, I'd like to get to know you again. So when we escape from here, please tell me everything about our past. As you wish, Lady Annie. But there is a more urgent issue at hand. Where is he right now? What happened there? What the hell is that thing? He's not a thing. He's someone you already know. The truth is... Uh-oh. Oh gosh. We crashed, didn't we? Venora! You... My precious chaser, tell me, is there someone you love? A loved one? My dear Monsieur M, why would you ask such a question? Let's assume one day a disaster were to happen to your loved one. Say they lose their body, but their memories are still intact. Would you still love them like that? Of course I would. No matter what body they changed into, they're still them. What a heartwarming answer! Well, let's change the scenario, shall we? Let's say one of the person you love is physically intact, but has lost all their memories. Would you still love such a person? Of course I would. Even if they lose all their memories, I would still love them. Even if they completely forgot about your existence. Even if all the memories you two shared are gone. This would make me miserable, but I would still love them. What an amusing answer. Humans always have been able to entertain me. Well then, since you don't mind them losing their body, and you don't mind them losing their memory, what exactly do you love about them? What you love is merely a self-fulfilling illusion. What you love is a person from your past that no longer exists. The brutal truth is, the moment one loses their memory, they will no longer be themselves, and they will never be able to go back. Investigation completed. Successfully retrieved the glove. Are you the new detective? Good to see you here. Just call me Venora. Where's the crime scene? I heard the victim was a former employee of Myers. Yes, room 309. Come with me. Move along, people. Nothing to see here. And stop interfering with the work of police officers. Right, here we are. Oh gosh. I'll leave the rest to you, Fenora. Objective: survey the crime scene. Oh, we have a lot to investigate here. The door into the apartment. The residents of the apartment building claimed that the murderer eluded them and escaped through here. The suspect's name is Zelmona, a resident on this floor. Something worth mentioning is, she is a mutant. A mutant? Is she from G3? We're unsure at the moment. Countless tourists visit the G3 district every year to receive modifications. We can't draw any conclusions yet. We thoroughly searched her apartment, but strangely enough, we couldn't find any form of identification. For now, it seems that the murderer has escaped. What about the bloodstains in the hallway outside the apartment? Before we arrived, Dr. Eminem's screams attracted a lot of curious residents. These guys trampled over the entire apartment building. Now there's blood everywhere outside the apartment. Even if there were any useful clues in the hallway, they probably trampled them into oblivion by now. Collected evidence. The suspect. Some paintings hanging on the wall. But the closer you look, the more obvious is that they're just printouts. What have we here? Is there anything I can assist with, Detective Venora? According to our conversations with the residents of this building, there was a short power outage in the building around when the crime was occurring. However, after our investigation, it seems that the building's blackout was not the murderer's work. It was a mere coincidence. So the victim was killed at the exact time of the power outage. Correct. Collected evidence. A brief blackout of the building. Asked for information of the victim. The name of the victim is Dr. Richard Eminem, a former researcher at Myers Corporation. According to our investigation, although the victim holds a PhD, his position at Myers was rather unremarkable. We don't know much about his current occupation, but judging by the apartment, it's not hard to deduce that the pay wasn't getting any better. A resident on the same floor claimed to have last seen him in the hallway outside his apartment last night. Allegedly, Dr. Eminem was on the phone at the same time and seemed to be talking about some sort of deal. A deal? Collected evidence. Dr. Eminem's deal. And what's down here? I opened the curtain. It's the only window in this apartment. The lock appears to not be tampered with, so it's unlikely that the murderer entered the room through here. Was the curtain here closed before? Yes, of course. We haven't moved a thing. Collected evidence. Closed curtains. What else? There's blood everywhere. Alright, let's look at the blood now. The body has already been cleared. The G4 Investigation Bureau sure is efficient. That's correct. As the victim had been dismembered, we were unable to outline the exact location of the body on the floor. However, the autopsy report from the Investigation Bureau has been released. The cause of death was due to the rapid dismemberment of the body in a short period of time. So you're saying is, the murderer dismembered the victim while he was still alive? Yes. It was a very gruesome death. But according to the autopsy report, the victim's head did show signs of being struck by an object, but it was not fatal. In addition, the body displayed signs of a struggle before death, so it's unlikely that he was unconscious for the ordeal. Besides that, there's something else that's strange. Some of the dismembered body parts of the deceased have disappeared. Disappeared? Yes, we couldn't fully reconstruct the victim's body with the pieces left in the room. We searched the entire apartment building, but we couldn't find any of the missing body parts. We did take into the consideration that the perpetrator could be non-human. But the report has made it clear that the dismemberment is not a result of a beast attack. Collect evidence. Disappearing body parts. A bloodstained cabinet. Nothing special about it. Oh, what's this? A trophy. It's stained with blood. Looks like it was used as a weapon of some kind. Did we find fingerprints from any suspects on the trophy? No. We only managed to collect Dr. Eminence's. But it's worth mentioning, the wound on the victim's head matches the shape of the trophy's pointed corner. Collected evidence. Bloodstained trophy. A bloodstained chair. Nothing special about it. Alright, we collected everything, apparently. Investigation completed. I believe I've gathered enough information to postulate at what may have happened. It's clear that this murder was premeditated. Oh, I got a text. Okay. The perpetrator was planning to kill Dr. Eminene from the very beginning. And since the window lacked any signs of forced entry, it's most probable that the culprit entered the apartment directly through the door. That means the murderer was invited into the apartment by Dr. Eminene himself. In other words, our murderer is most likely whoever Dr. Eminene was making his deal with. Nonetheless, in the midst of this, a small mishap occurred. The killer intended to kill Dr. Eminene directly by hitting him on the head with a trophy. But the sudden power failure in the apartment made him miss, and he failed to kill Dr. Eminene with a single blow. Which is understandable. No one could anticipate a freak blackout. However, if the killer is the same person that's behind the other recent G4 disappearances, then their negligence cannot be attributed to just that. The other victims who went missing disappeared without a trace, as if they had vanished into thin air. But this time, the murderer messed up the whole apartment and attracted the attention of other residents. If it's really the same perpetrator, there has to be something else that also contributed to such a major mistake. In fact, the murderer could very well be seriously injured, have been reluctant to kill. Wait, can I reread for a sec? See, there's been something else also contribute. Real, it's one of these. No. Oh frig, I keep getting a text. One sec. Okay. Reluctant. It's one of these. No, it's not wrong. It's not right. Dang it. It seems unlikely that the murderer was in critical condition. Reluctant? Wrong. No! Given the current status of Dr. Eminene, I highly doubt that this was the case. Extreme fear of the dark? Dang, I was doubting that last one. Oh my gosh. The murderer might have an extreme fear of the dark. The curtains in the apartment were drawn closed at the time. It would have taken a while for human eyes to adjust to the sudden darkness. So at the moment of the blackout, Dr. Eminene's apartment was most likely pitch black. A cold-blooded assassin, who usually manages to keep so calm and careful, completely lost control in this apartment. It is quite possible that the killer has an extreme fear of sudden darkness due to some form of previous trauma. Uh-oh. Sudden darkness. I see. I think I understand now. In addition, the manner of Dr. Eminene's death is a major mystery. The killer dismembered him alive after failing to kill him with a single blow. The way they dismembered him reminds me of how all the core members of the Myers Corporation were killed. As far as I know, all the core members of Myers were also killed in a similarly brutal way. Add that to the recent disappearance in the G4 area, leaving many citizens paranoid. I guess many people would think that the killer is the same person who killed all the core members. However, I believe that the real reason why the killer tore Dr. Eminem into pieces was... to collect his body parts? Yep. Some of Dr. Eminem's body parts have gone missing. I don't remember that happening to any of the core members. The real reason why the killer dismembered Dr. Eminem in a panic was to obtain his body parts. In the G4 cyborg incident, Myers Corporation was found to be using the human flesh of ordinary G4 citizens as feed for the cyborgs. But since Dr. Eminem's body did not have any signs of a beast attack, the killer was most likely trying to obtain Dr. Eminem's body parts to use as feed for cyborgs at a later time. But if they were working for Myers, wouldn't it be more likely that they would want to make a cyborg out of Dr. Eminem? Why would they choose to turn him into cyborg feet instead? Detective Venora? Huh? Yes? Have you reached any conclusions to who the killer is? Put out a warrant for the arrest of Zelmona. She's undoubtedly the perpetrator we have been trying to search for all along. We did. So it was our fault then? As you wish, Detective Venora. Dang, it was our fault that Zelmona is on the run now. The warrant has been issued. But Detective Venora, would you mind coming outside with me for a moment? There are important matters I'd like to discuss with you. Huh? I followed him to the street outside the apartment. It was getting quite late, and the temperature had dropped quite dramatically. But he was just walking in front of me silently, as if the cold weather did not bother him. After a while, he finally stopped in an alley where no one was nearby. What was that you wanted to discuss? I decided to speak first. Well then, let's hear it. Who's the actual killer? Excuse me? You're called the Inspector, yet you don't even realize who I am this whole time. The man in front of me slowly took off his police hat, and what followed was a sight that I couldn't have expected. He suddenly grabbed a corner of his cheek and tore the skin off his head. What was revealed beneath it was his blue skin and white hair. Master of Disguises! It's you! But him revealing his true form only made me more vigilant. Inspector, it appears the fact that you still see me as a threat. Believe it or not, I don't have time to play Mr. Triple Agent for that stupid organization from G3. What are you doing here? What else can I be doing here? Our boss gave me clear instructions to make sure you succeeded in your mission. But it seems that you have everything under control. However, you know very well who the actual killer is, don't you? Just what the hell happened back there? I thought he was good at this. How could he screw up things this badly? Why don't you just go ask him yourself? Yeah, he has a tail too? You're as tough as ever. Suit yourself then. I don't really give a damn about that guy's past. But do we really have to pin it on that woman from the same floor? Each sacrifice is for the future of the company. Each one is necessary. Our boss is really getting to you, isn't he? Company this, company that. That's all he ever talks about. All of us are merely little pawns in his hands. What did you say? No offense, but this is nothing but a job to me. I'm not trying to debate the ethics of what we do, nor am I interested in his great vision. And while you use your brain once, and think about what you truly want, instead of being a slave to his company all day. What I truly want? You know, finding the love of your life, forming a family, that sort of thing. Don't end up like me, an old guy who still doesn't have a single clue what he should be doing in his life. It's been an exhausting day. I'll see you later. He was about to turn to leave, but he suddenly stopped again. He once again turned his head at me. Huh? Venora? Did you come up with that name yourself? Oh, it's not her real name? Yes. The ever so gloomy look of his face unusually perked up out of nowhere. I didn't think you'd be so good at naming yourself. No. That's a really nice name. Why don't you keep it for yourself? With that, he put on his police hat again. See you later, Venora. Make sure you report to that guy on time. He's kind of anal about it. With that, he disappeared across the street and once again became part of the crowd. Finding the love of my life is starting my own family. Is that still possible for someone like me? Is this snow in the air? What am I thinking? No matter what, my mission here is accomplished. As long as the G4 Investigation Bureau can figure out who the true killer is, everything will still be under our control. It's time for me to move on to my next destination and complete my next mission. D4 Suburbs. The mansion of Myers' former lawyer and traitor, Vincent Edward. Oh my gosh. Vincent Edward! That name! I remember now! That man is far more frightening than Myers. I've been set up! I have to get out of here! Is that my name I'm hearing, Annie? What are you doing here? Or should I call you Venora? Oh no, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm lost for words. Chapter 3. The end. Wow. That is so cool. To be continued. Alright! One chapter down, we got 3 more to go. Oh man. This is a wild ride, guys. Like, wow. So, I don't really have much of an outro, you know. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this. And see you guys in the next one. Bye! Let poof!